What you just saw are animals that are suffering and dying in our shelters due to a lack of homes and our lack of addressing the pet population crises. And you also saw how valuable, how significant and rewarding these same animals are in our lives. We have a handout that has more comprehensive numbers about the situation for each of you, but I do want to reemphasize that what's happening to the animals in our shelters is not only inhumane and morally reprehensible, it's also economically irresponsible. In a state that is struggling with budget and monetary issues, it seems even more senseless to be spending large amounts of taxpayers' money on killing healthy adoptable animals. We at the JDHF believe that together we can do something about this. The first step is a commitment and an acceptance of the philosophy that saving lives is achievable and that killing is not a solution to the pet population crisis. I want to especially thank all the press for being here. You guys are a really big part, valuable part of getting our message out there and part of our solution. And we're thrilled and honored to be sharing this exciting program with you. We believe that most people are compassionate. That compassion for one another and for all living things is an innate part of what makes us human. And that people care about their animals and care about animals in general. Consider that Americans spent over $50 billion last year on their companion pets and donated hundreds of millions more to animal rescues and charities. So how have we ended up killing between 4 and 5 million adoptable healthy animals a year? Because most people are unaware of what's happening. I was unaware. My mother was unaware up until a few years ago. They're unaware of the existing animal population crisis, the high kill numbers, and the high financial costs of this to the taxpayers. This is where, with the press help, we can start to change the existing paradigm. We are hoping that the Compassion Revolution will substantially raise the public's awareness of the terrible reality that exists for our homeless animal population. And with awareness, we can begin change. Thus, the term revolution. A true revolution means a dramatic and wide-reaching change in the way something works or is organized or in people's ideas about it. Revolution takes a large number of dedicated and like-minded people to light the fire of the cause and get the attention of those in power and the support of the public. Once we succeed in informing people about the animal population crisis, the JDHF will make a commitment to do everything possible to encourage and help families do what is right for their pets and for future animals. Because we believe that spaying and neutering our pets is a critical part of the change we are hoping for, we are announcing today the Foundation's pledge of $1 million to various low-cost spay and neuter programs in LA and the surrounding counties. Several of these programs have already been set up in the city with the help of LA Animal Services, which you'll hear more about from Brenda Barnett. We are also offering the county the same financial assistance if they too will help us put together low-cost and free spay neuter programs to help reduce their high intake and high kill numbers. And we certainly hope they will be part of this revolution. We have many other exciting initiatives in development, training programs, transport programs that will also help. And the Compassion Revolution, as it rolls forward, we will integrate and enlarge these programs under its umbrella. The revolution is just beginning, but we believe that by getting this message out and by supporting our Los Angeles community with our financial commitment, working together with shelter personnel and city and county electeds, we can bring about a new, hopeful, supportive consensus to solving the pet population crisis without resorting to the kill solution. Several years ago, a Native American elder, David Menangi, wrote a letter to the United Nations urging the leaders of all nations to consider the wisdom of obedience to what the Native Americans call our original instructions. He said, "The original instructions of the Creator are universal and valid for all time. The essence of these instructions is compassion for all life and love for all creation. We must realize that we do not live in a world of dead matter, but in a universe of living spirit. Let us open our eyes to the sacredness of all life, or our eyes will be opened for us." Nancy and I are women of faith. We are women who have faith in the power of compassion as an active and significant force. We have faith in the remarkable capacity of our fellow human beings for change and their ability to embrace compassion. We have faith that if we're willing to help the shelters and their staff to create a new paradigm of cooperation, hope, and support, then with all of us working together, we can stop this senseless killing. We have faith in American communities and their desire to protect and care for their animals. We have faith in the premise that peace on earth and peace within each of us starts with how we treat the weakest and the most voiceless among us. And we have faith that if reminded, people will remember the Creator's original instructions. And we're betting $1 million on it. Several of the approved spay-neuter grants issued so far under the Compassion Revolution are listed in your press release. However, I would personally like to introduce and thank Councilman Tony Cardenas. We are all so grateful for all his hard work and support of the LA animals, and we're presenting him with a $25,000 check for the new East Valley Clinico to match found animals restricted grant for pig, pit mixes, chihuahuas, and cats.